Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a three-part review for IM3. Somebody came and gave me some problems, so I promised them I would make some videos. But here we go. So here we have problems 12 and 13, as you can see, off of a worksheet that was shared with me. And if we look at problem 12 there, they're telling us to solve it by factoring. So the first thing we got to do is make sure it equals 0. Okay? So if I have p squared plus 7p equal to negative 6, the way we're going to make it 0 is, let's just go ahead and add 6 to both sides. And now we have p squared plus 7p plus 6 equals 0. Now, if you needed to, you could actually use quadratic formula to solve that, okay? You can use quadratic formula. But look how simple this is, guys. Isn't p times p, that p squared right there, right? Isn't 6 times 1, that 6 right there? And if I just simply do plus 1 plus 6, don't I get 7p? I sure do. So now that I have the factored form right here, we're now going to use what we call the 0 property. What plus 1, in other words, what number in there would make it 0? Well, that would be negative 1, wouldn't it? And if I look here, what plus 6 will make it 0? That would be negative 6. Now, if we look at our choices, notice they gave us 8, 1. That can't work, because remember, I'm looking for p to be negative 1, correct? And notice right here, I have both negative 6 and negative 1. So the answer is C. Those are my two zeros, my two solutions to the equation. Okay, so pause the video if you need to. Alright, going on the problem 13. Again, I'll just write it up here in green. 2x squared minus 42 equals negative 5x. I want you to note that I have to make it equal 0 again. So I'm just going to go ahead and add 5x to both sides. And now I have 2x squared, putting in standard form. I'm going to put the 5x first, minus 42 equal to 0. Again, now that I have it equal to 0, guys, I could do the quadratic formula. But again, let's just try to factor it, okay? 2x times x is 2x squared, okay? What about the 42? Isn't the 42 normally 6 times 7? Well, let's see what we get here, guys. Isn't 6 times x 6x? Isn't 7 times 2 14x? Can 6x and 14x make a 5? 6 and 14, when I subtract, make 8. It didn't work, did it? So, and if you don't like, by the way, my way of factoring, guys, or you're not familiar with it, take a look at some of my videos on the website, all right? Novi Math Stars. But anyways, I was just trying to, I actually messed up on purpose, guys, because I want to show you that if the combinations don't work, all right, let me just back up here. So notice we did 6 times 7, 42, right? Well, if that doesn't work, how about if we try 7 times 6? Alright, now let's see what we get this time. Isn't 7 times x 7x? Isn't 6 times 2 12x? And notice that if I do 12, a positive 12, minus 7x, I'll get that 5x in the middle, right? And that's basically our answer. We're going to put a minus there, guys, a plus there, and we have it factored. Now let's look at our solutions here. Remember, this equals 0. So what there makes it equal to 0? Well, that would be negative 6, wouldn't it? Let's look quickly. There's no negative 6 there, no negative 6 there, no negative. Hey, it must be A. But just to make sure, let's take the 2x minus 7 and see where that equals 0. Well, that means 2x is 7. And once I divide by 2, note that x must be 7 halves. So guys, the answer must have been A. Okay, so pause the video if you need to. Now here's a couple other problems. The good news, guys, is these are so quick and easy, there shouldn't be a problem. So let's just get started here. So notice in the first one, there's a plus there, right? So guys, whenever there's a plus, you're just going to combine like terms. So follow the red. If I take 2 there and a negative 7, isn't that just simply negative 5? And follow the green. If I take 2i and 3i, isn't that just simply 5i? And notice the answer is right there. How much simpler can it get, guys, besides adding, right? And here's the last problem in the video, guys. Follow the blue this time. If I have a 1 and a negative 5, remember, there's a plus there in the middle, right? So I'm just going to combine like terms. 1 and negative 5, isn't that negative 4? And follow the purple. That's a negative 7i plus 8i. What's 8 with a minus 7? That's a plus 1i. So if you look carefully, guys, that is answer A. Negative 4 plus 1i. So guys, hopefully this video will help you. Let me go now. Until next time, bye.